Hello, and welcome to the SAP HANA Academy. My name is Tom, and in this series of videos, we're looking at SAP S4HANA. This tutorial video will help you better understand how to use the SAP S4HANA Migration Cockpit. We will show you how to load information using the Migration Cockpit. Special thanks to Jorge Baltazar and Jose Marquez from the SAP S4HANA Rig team for providing the footage, demo, and content for this tutorial. Sonia works for a cargo logistics company as a supply chain manager. The company has started their digital transformation, and their first initiative is to implement SAP S4HANA in a greenfield project called Aconcagua. For this project, Sonia has been assigned as a procure-to-pay key user. Juan is a senior consultant. For the past 12 years, he has been working for SAP. Juan has implemented material management throughout Latin America and now has been assigned as a procure-to-pay consultant for Aconcagua. Sonia and Juan are part of the procure-to-pay team and have been assigned to load the source list and the inventory balance. The first activity is to set the Migration Cockpit tool with the Migration Objects assignment. For that, Juan has decided to create one project for both objects, the source list and the inventory management. Considering his experience on this topic, he's confident that he can quickly complete the task. Juan accesses the transaction LTMC in the backend to open and set the Migration Cockpit tool. The first activity is to create the migration project and assign a name and a default view that is going to be the standard. As they have been assigned to load only 2 objects, the next task is to deactivate all of the objects that will be eventually loaded for a different team. And then one needs to only activate the source list and the inventory balance. As Juan has some concerns regarding the inventory balance, he will open the documentation. There he will find all of the required information. For example, how to load all of the blocked stocks and also how to load all of the special stocks. Finally, what order information is mandatory for each special stock. Now he has to open the object that is going to be loaded. In this case, the source list. Juan downloads a template that will be used and then sends that template to Sonia. Juan informs Sonia that the system is ready and that she has to populate the template that has been sent to her via email. Sonia is pleased with the news and agrees to populate the template as soon as possible. Sonia opens the Excel template that she has received and realizes that the mandatory fields that need to be filled out to complete the Excel template are very easily identifiable. Based on that, and using the information from the legacy system source list, Sonia is able to complete the Excel. She then sends the information to Juan. Having received the Excel with the information that Sonia has provided, Juan is now ready to begin the loading. The first activity is to upload the populated file that he has just received. Juan must select the file and also assign a name to this first loading. Right here is an opportunity to check the information that will be loaded. Juan also has the option to edit if that is required. He could edit information such as the date, the supplier, or the purchasing organization. The next step is to activate the loading and to start the transfer. This transfer is divided into 4 steps. The first step is the validation of the data. Here, Juan isn't affected by any negative results. The next step is to convert the values. Here it appears that there are several errors. But when Juan confirms the mapping value, only a single error is identified. The error was due to Sonia using an X for the source value as opposed to using a source value of a 1 or a 2. The field source list usage in materials planning only allows the values 1 and 2. To rectify this, Juan creates a new rule. That rule will cause the system to replace every position that is filled with an X with a 1. The next step is to simulate the import. Here, Juan identifies several errors. After analyzing the problem, Juan identifies that the supplier is not related to the materials that are trying to be uploaded. Juan reports this problem to Sonia. Sonia realizes that she has sent Juan the wrong file. She apologizes for her mistake and then sends the correct version to Juan. With the new file, Juan begins working again. First, he deletes the wrong file he was using earlier. Now, he has to upload the new version, and just as with the original file, Juan has to assign a name to this load. Following the same steps as before, Juan clicks on the Activate button to start the transfer. Once again, Juan validates the data without encountering any problems. Now, in the second step of converting the data, there appears to be an issue. However, just like with the first file, once Juan confirms the mapping values, the issue disappears. The third step, the simulation of the import, was the one that generated the error during the load that was tested beforehand. This time, no error message is shown. So now Juan is ready to execute the import. This is the fourth and final step. Now Sonia has to check that the information has been loaded. She will do this using the app Managed Source List in her SAP Fiori Launchpad. Here in the SAP Fiori Launchpad, the app Managed Source List is selected. A filter for the information that Sonia needs is applied. In this case, it is a filter for the materials T13 and T14. She is able to confirm that both have been loaded, and she also has the opportunity to navigate around, checking the details. Finally, Sonia confirms that the source lists were loaded successfully. Now that this object is ready, they will start to focus on the next one, the inventory balance. In this video, we showed the steps for loading information using the SAP S4HANA Migration Cockpit. Thanks for watching. If you would like to be informed when new videos are produced, please subscribe to the SAP HANA Academy YouTube channel. Also, please follow us on Twitter, connect with us on LinkedIn, and we have pages on Facebook and Google+. All code snippets and demo data used throughout the SAP HANA Academy can be found on github.com/SAP HANA Academy.